Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today we're going to be doing some of the new Crimson Harvest sites. I have never done them before, this is the first attempt of me trying them. We're going to be trying to find them first, and as far as I understand, you're supposed to find them in the probe scanner, or at least here on the overview. We're going to see here. Because I saw in the agency that you have to choose this kind of faction here. So we can either support the Blood Raiders or this Tetramon, and I think Tetramon, they're like people who want to destroy the Blood Raiders. So I want to do that. I want to destroy the Blood Raiders. I do not want to support them. Crazy people. Okay, we get Adishapu skins here. Usarum skins. Oh, does this change what kind of skins I get? Because I think that I'd prefer the Blood Raider skins, even though like lore-wise I would prefer to support the people who are against Blood Raiders. I think the Blood Raider skins are very cool, so I don't know if you get that if you were to support the other side. That's a bit annoying. We'll see here. Okay, when it comes to the combat sites, we'll see if we can see anything on the... Yeah, there we go. We see one thing in Lidoken. Let's go to Lidoken. What I'm running right here is a basic active tank Rattlesnake. This is the very same Rattlesnake I've used for many years for just general PvE and high sec. It's an active tank Rattlesnake, nothing special about it. It's got a few Capacitor Flux coils to help with Capacitor right here. If I turn off my MWD, see here, a cap stable by quite a big margin. I mean, not a really big margin, but we've got 2 cap batteries. Got the tractor beam to pull in some loot if we want to. We also got a mobile depot with some extra like modules we could use to fit more tank if we need to. And we've also got the mobile tractor unit as well. So this is overall a very versatile ship right here that can do a lot of things. I used to use it for the Triglavian invasion a long time ago. Back in the day when you did those minor conduits and emerging conduits especially. I use this ship a lot. I've got a big history with this ship. In fact, I might even have a kill mark somewhere. Do I have a kill mark? I'm not sure where you see the kill marks on the Rattlesnake, but I might have killed one person in this one's. There we go. You see that? I got that one kill mark right there because I killed a guy who was trying to steal loot from me once. So this ship has been with me for many years now. It was a Sunesis who tried to steal some loot from me in an emerging conduit. If you Google on my channel like a video called Killing a Filthy Thief, then I think that's the video that it was where I managed to kill someone. But this here, I hope that this is enough. I mean, sometimes these events is a bit crazy what you can find in them. We'll keep an eye on local. We do not want to have these gankers because the thing is, there's right now, this is something that for people who are like holding expensive stuff or people who are carrying around expensive PvE ships, you should really be mindful of gankers because they've got this like new rule right now with like all this whole Halloween theme of being a bit of spooky. They've got this thing where it's got 90% loot drops. What it means is that normally, you know, when you have your ship destroyed, each module on your ship and each thing in your cargo, there's like a 50% chance it will drop. So like if I die, then this shield booster here will be 50% chance it will drop. This target painter 50% chance it will drop. Large cap battery 50% chance it will drop. Multispectrum 50% chance it will drop. The thing is now there's a 90% chance it will drop. So there's a lot like bigger likelihood or bigger risk of you like dropping valuable stuff, meaning there's going to be more risk going on out there. People are going to be more likely to want to get you and kill you because when it comes to suicide gankers, it's all a case of like a balance between the amount of risk you want to spend on the ship to gank and how much you're going to potentially get from the target. And it's going to be a lot more profitable to gank people right now. And obviously people do gank as well, just sometimes to get a lot of salt from people. But for people who are doing it for profit, oh, it's locked. Okay. I wonder if you need to get this from some key perhaps they drop, because I can't go in here. Secure shortcut. The question remains, who or what is the gatekeeper? Okay, so there's some gatekeeper here. I'm guessing someone is here. If we go in range, if we go in D-scan, there's a praxis here. So this doesn't seem to be a site we can do. We'll see here. Is there anything nearby? Nurvukaike, Sarakua. We'll keep on route. I made a route to the system here called Waira. We'll see if we can find something there. But when it comes to these ganks, it's going to be a little bit more risky now when you're in high sec. So I'm actually a bit dumb for using this fit right here because, I mean, it's not a particularly expensive fit. And I mean, it is for many people a very expensive fit. But what I mean is, I've not got these like crazily expensive modules. The main price is the hull, the Rattlesnake ship. You know, these things, this ship right here used to cost like 400 million. Now it costs almost $1 billion. It's really crazy how the prices of faction battleships have gone up over the years. But you can see we only got Tech 2, Tech 2, Tech 2, Tech 2. rigs, Tech 2, Tech 2, Tech 2, and then this is like faction, but like it hardly costs anything. Tech 2, Tech 2, or Tech 1 even, Tech 2, and this is like cat battery, and this is the booster that costs a bit of money, costs 300 million, but otherwise everything else is just very basic, nothing crazy. Basic drones, basic ammunition. We could probably do this a lot better if we went in a Marauder, but I want to take it light in the beginning with a Rattlesnake. But I think the best alternative here, I want to see how the tank is. I want to see how the tank is because this has got like a decent amount of active tank. I want to later see how it goes with like maybe a hybrid fit or a bit more buffer fit, because oh, there's orange people here. Black flag. I think they are known to gank people. Not sure. If I go with a hybrid fit with a big buffer, it is going to be a little bit more likely that I would survive potential ganks, and it would be unfortunate to get Tetram on base. I wonder if you support the Tetramon guys, you go to Tetramon base or Crimson Harvest Gauntlet. I'm guessing you would go to the Crimson Harvest Gauntlet because you're like going to attack the Blood Raiders if you're supporting these guys. We'll see. I think that it's going to be important to have a big buffer, and we'll get that by using something like a hybrid fit. This is the fit right here that I've got. I used it for Triglavian hunting at one point. It was not a good idea because it's not got like the good tank, like HP per second, to be able to do Triglavian hunting well. But this has got a pretty fat buffer, 200k EHP. If we put some Nirvana implants in, we probably could get even more. Okay, in St. Carson, there's something over here, so we'll go here. So that's why we're going with the active tank first, because this has like, I mean, more HP per second than this hybrid fit does. And it's also a bit more cap stable. The hybrid fit is not at all as cap stable, and I suspect there's going to be a lot of newts here in the Crimson Harvest sites, because it's just going to be it's what they're known for, the Blood Raiders. They've got an inherent bonus to all their ships for having Nosferatu bonuses, and I think even Neutralizer bonuses. If we go on like the Cruel, the Blood Raider frigate, it's got Nosferatu and Neutralizer drain amount, so they're just generally speaking known for having heavy newts. Also the NPCs in general, they newt. I think it's a good idea to go into something that's a bit more cap stable here. I've seen the streamer Marky Dragon, he used a completely passive Rattlesnake that used no capacitor at all. That could be an alternative as well, because it uses no capacitor. I prefer to, I mean, if I can, use some active modules like a multi-spectrum shield hardener, but obviously if you do get capped out, you won't be able to use it. And that's what I like about the hybrid tanks, is that you can still have some level of capacitor, but at the same time also have some level of buffer. And I think that's probably usually the best alternative in these kind of events, because, I mean, tank can sometimes be a problem in these events at times. Sometimes events have been very nasty, but usually events that we get from CCP, they're not that bad that you have to have like really good boost amount per second. So I think that it will be better to invest, instead of good tank or like HP per second, instead invest into like a very weak buffer to be able to prevent ganks, because ganks is going to be definitely a thing that's going to happen here a lot. Okay, NPCs here with bounties, and I'm guessing resist profile is typical Blood Raider. Okay, it's Omni, but lowest EM and thermal, typical Blood Raider. Yep, and damage it does is also EM and thermal. Yep, this is typical Blood Raider rats over here. Alright, we'll lock these guys up here, deploy our drones, and start shooting. See, now the DPS is not that high. It seems like I'm not using my shield boost at all. Look here, we're tanking quite a bit even without the shield booster on. So I think tank is perfectly fine here. I'm not using any implants that boost shielding as well. So this is how much shields you're going to get with just this fit by itself. I have got a capacitor implant in though, but I mean, it just gives a few extra gigajoules. It's nothing crazy. This tractor beam here can help us pull in loot, so we don't have to use a mobile tractor unit. Like pick it up and that kind of stuff. See, now I've got Rex here. There's this medium one here. Oh, there's a purifier over there. A rat purifier. I've never seen that before. Let's pull this in with the tractor beam, see if that helps at all. I feel like the MWD is not really necessary here because they're webifying me so much, and I'm anyway be able to like get to this gate probably by the time I've finished the whole wave. Let's see, now we've got this wreck here. Gamma S. Okay, nothing here. What about this one right here, this small one? I had to recall my drones for a bit because it was taking a bit of drone aggro right there. There we go, popped. Is there anything in here? Nope, nothing in here. What about this one? Let's see if we can get any wreck from here. I was thinking of using a grappler, but the thing is, a grappler. I didn't have enough capacitor really. I felt like I needed more capacitor, and we don't need to use this shield booster either. Let's see now if we can get a acceleration gate key of some form. But I think the MWD is not necessary, so maybe we could replace that for a grappler of some sort. Something to increase application even further. Okay, there's no key here. No key here at all. We've got this one here, active acceleration gate, secure gate key shortcut. Okay, well, go to active acceleration gate. I think that's what you're supposed to do, because it's an active one. This is maybe a shortcut that goes you directly to the boss. I think I have encountered that one time in an event where there was like a shortcut of some sort. Okay, there's no one nearby. Great. Okay, then might be... I mean, MWD would be nice, but I don't think it's actually necessary, because we're able to sort of just slowly make our way here to the next gate. But I think that it would be good to have an MWD if someone's already running the site and you want to steal it from them. Because I think when we were at the site before, we could have gone for the active acceleration gate. I might have tried to go for the secure one, you know, that doesn't work, that you need to have the gate key for. So that's probably why it didn't work before. I should have gone to the other gate. Come on, let's go. You know, the Crimson Harvest has a good place in my heart. It is the first live event I ever did. It's the very first, like, kind of proper, you could say, rewarding ISK I even got, because I was in this Punisher, and then I just went and tried to do one, and I managed to finally do it with the help of some friends. And I got, like, a booster that was worth 20 or 30 million ISK, and I was so happy to just see that ISK right there. It meant, like, so much, because that was pretty much my whole net worth right there. I just got it, and oh, wow, man. That's just so much. So it was very fun to see. It was the absolute first event I had ever done. It was just it holds a very dear place to my heart. And then I remember when they removed it, because these only last a limited amount of time. Oh no, Praetors, don't die. These events last a very limited amount of time, so it was just when it was gone, it was very sad. I was like, no, where am I gonna get my ISK from? No. Oh, look at that drone aggro right there. Quite crazy, quite crazy. We'll go for the yellow guys, the yellow boxing guys, because they're causing all the problems. They're causing all the problems. This is, I think it could be good to have a Marauder here, but at the same time, it might not be that great, because I think that it's just that the Bastion will keep you in place, and you just go here and you'll destroy them so quick. I think you'll be in Bastion for quite a while. I don't know. I think a Barghest, honestly, would be really good as well. You just cruise in, use your torpedoes and go crazy on them. Vindicator might be good as well, to be honest. I think Rattlesnake is a very reliable choice, though. Very reliable choice. Got very good tank, good DPS, and, I mean, you've got the range to hit whatever you want, so you're never really going to have any problems in that regard. Application is also decent with the target maint or some other kind of application module. Tank is absolutely no problem. We're way over tanking it. So I definitely think that passive tank would be better, because you would be able to have more buffer. I think definitely the ganks are going to be the main threat here, not the site. At least for people with some more intermediate skill levels, you will be able to tank this no problem. Perhaps the boss will be a bit more difficult. I can imagine that that will be the case, because it's often that these bosses, they do a bit of damage. I remember the Guardian's Angel event at one point of 2018, I think it was. It had some bug that the boss did like 10 times the amount of damage it would actually do, so people many times got like 1 or 2 shotted because of how much damage it did. Oh, we can't use the gate yet because we've got more enemies inbound. We can use this set instead. Have these guys come a bit closer. Trying to get real close and personal, these guys. I like that we've got a battleship event, because it's a long time since we had a battleship or like big ship event. They've always been very small recently, so it's refreshing to have a new type of size. I like how you can sort of go all out here, just like, oh, just go straight in with your biggest, baddest ship. I wonder how much this Exsanguinator does, how much DPS he does. He's a purifier, so he should do quite a bit of damage to us since we're in a battleship. He'll apply very good. He's even shooting torpedoes as well. Ooh. And this drone aggro is really bad. It would be nice to have something that didn't rely on drones, because it would just make the whole experience much smoother, much smoother. We could also use a remote armor repair as well. Thing is, though, then we wouldn't have that nice tractor beam that could be good to scoop the wreck if someone tries to steal it from us. Could use the mobile tractor unit for it, though. It would be, the mobile tractor unit is quicker. The thing is, I was thinking that if I use a mobile tractor unit, it'll maybe pull the wrong wreck. It'll pull some other wreck that I destroyed before the boss, that is. So it might be just sitting there. Oh no, it's not pulling the wrong wreck. The other person now just stole it. But I think a Vindicator might be able to do this. Any Marauder will be able to do this. Barghest as well will probably do very well here. I wonder if a passive fit Barghest would be good. A Barghest. Thing is, Barghest, I don't think it has a crazy HP, like EHP by default. So I don't. It's very common that it's using a active tank due to its slot layout. If it had more mid slots, I think it would use a passive tank. You need a lot of slots to be able to completely like do or get a very good passive tank. Oh, my friend here, Ibad Tijori, he's inbound. Okay, let's see now. Torpedo launcher, we might even do some side slates together actually. So this wave seems to actually be bigger than the first wave because, okay, the active acceleration gate though. There's an active acceleration gate, so we might be able to... Are we able to... Yeah, it's active. So we are able to actually go through. Because I remember that Rogue Drone event we had not so long time ago. It had like this thing where it activated the acceleration gate even though you had not like... Oh, can we activate it even though it's scrammed? We can activate the acceleration gate in this Rogue Drone event even though we hadn't destroyed all the NPCs. Are we able to use it? No, I don't think we're able to use it. Okay, let's take out these guys who are scramming us, which is pretty much every single one of them. Oh, look here. Mr. Ibad Tijori is here in his Munin. I was thinking like a Barghest would be nice. With torpedoes, it would be a very smooth experience with taking out these small stuff and also not having to deal with stupid drone aggro. No! My drones! They just got... Did they get just... obliterated right there? They just disappeared. They disappeared. I lost... Oh wait, never mind. I did not lose them. They're still there. They're still there. I thought I couldn't see the DPS group right there, so I thought I had lost my drones. But if we go with the torpedo launcher, let's see how much DPS we get just from torpedo launchers without any kind of damage module first. Scourge. We'll go with the Mjolnir Rage. Okay, 800 DPS is not particularly impressive, but we could go with some ballistic control systems. And it might be worth it to go armor tank here. The Barghest can go armor tank, but I mean it's got the slot layout to support an armor tank. It's a bit more shield based though. You can see the HP is more favorable to the shields. Okay, here we're already at the Rattlesnake's DPS. Here we're more than the Rattlesnake's DPS. 4 of these, oof. But if we go something like this, damage control, and then with missile guidance enhancers. And then something like this, perhaps. We put like this, and then we put a flux coil. No, actually, we'll put missile guidance enhancers. Might do that. Something like this. Okay, we stop with the booster, and then we put a large cap battery, Republic Fleet large cap battery, and then we put large shield extender. Republic Fleet large shield extender, and then we put a multi-spectrum shield hardener. Actually, we probably would need a little bit more application here. Put target paint on. Put like a target paint to improve application to the targets with our torpedoes. Oh, come on now. Gate is not in range. Grab right here. Oh, Ibad seems to have warped out in the flurry. Put target painter. And then we put field extender 2 rigs. Large core defense field extender 2 rig. 143k HP, that's pretty decent amount of EHP. To be honest, we don't even need the cam battery over here, but what we could do is put a EM shield amp. Pithum A-type shield amp, something like this. Maybe a thermal one. Thermal shield amp. This is now completely not relying on cap, I guess, apart from our target painter though. Have to remember that. But, I mean, you've still got a decent amount of applicability. I mean, the buff is not that bad. How much passive do we have? A 59 HP. I think that might be a little bit too little. Perhaps you could do a hybrid tank. I don't know. I think the slot layout might be not good enough for supporting a hybrid tank because you need a bit of extra slots to be able to have like a cap battery as well as a shield booster, and then able to put a little bit amount of buffer on it as well. Like if you're still not with it, what I mean by saying hybrid tank, what I mean is that you have a mix of passive regen, so you have a big buffer, and then you also have an active component of a shield booster, so that you have a bit more shield boosting than a typical passive tank would have, and you're also able to boost up past the normal passive curve of the normal passive regen. It's usually very low up here, but a shield booster will be able to take you to full shields all the time, enabling you to have maximum buffer all the time in the case of a gank. That's why I love about passive or hybrid passive fits. Let's see, when the Praetor's now getting beaten up hard. We'll go for the DPS 3 slots. We'll go for the DPS 3 drones. I'll just go from big to small, really take the bigger DPS out first. Okay, we'll take the DPS 3. Have them go for these blood or harvest clerics. We'll knock out them there. Easy, easy. Are there multiple sites? There's only one blood gauntlet here, so it's just me doing this. Okay. I really wonder how this boss is going to be. I've never encountered one of these bosses. This is to be a first time. So I'm guessing that when we decided that faction initially with the Crimson Harvest is to be able to get all these skins. So it's like specific. Okay, we have to go to the Crimson Harvest or Crimson Gauntlets because we're going to now take out the Blood Raiders. Tetramon anti-drain booster. Good for new resistance, I guess. Might be good for the Abyss. Precision booster. Use a bit of target painting to improve applicability. Keep forgetting to use that actually. Use a booster as well. Use the missiles. And actually move over here. Harvest Sage. Do all these guys do the same? Yeah, it's pretty much the same. EM Thermal. Typical Blood Raiders. I like it when it's... okay, you know what's going on. It's not full Omni all the time. But at the same time, it does get quite easy when stuff is not Omni damage. Because then it's very easy to just get a lot of one resist type and just tank like an absolute madman. Where is the boss? Where is the boss? I think this will definitely be... like, feel smoother if I was in a more higher DPS ship, because I mean we have got a decent amount of DPS in the, like, we've got 1.2k DPS, but it would be nice if we had more. Like Golem, the one I use for missions, can get 3k DPS, almost 3 times the amount of DPS. This will be applying it, I think, even better as well, because here, I mean, we're applying decently with this Rattlesnake. The thing is, a lot of time is wasted when the drones travel, because we've got heavy drones. They're pretty slow at traveling. They're going to be not moving as quick as a torpedo will, that will be able to just hit them all the time. So I think that it'll go very quick there, and even better, maybe a Kronos, for example. I mean, I don't know how the application will be to the small stuff. That's my main worry about with the blaster-based ship or a turret-based ship. I don't know how good the application will be. Maybe you could even use a Paladin, to be honest, sniping them, because these guys have got low EM resist, so it'll be very optimal damage type. Could be an option as well to go with a sniper style. You'll get perfect application all the time. Will we get anything new here? Some more sages. Return these drones, because I don't know if they're gonna... oh, there we go. We've got the Harvest Overseer right here. We'll use a bit of shield boosting towards him. Stop locking these guys up, please. Okay. And now we will go for the boss. We'll go for the boss. Has he got any particular damage profile? It's the same as the other ones. Okay, cool. They're all the same. It's not too complicated right here. I need to use the target painter on him. I really wanted to destroy that Cruel. He was almost destroyed, but it's alright. The whole point of this is to go for the Harvest Overseer. The Overseer. Okay, this guy is soon dead. Let's see if we get any good loot from here. He's probably looting pretty hard, this Overseer. But I mean, we have 2 cap batteries, so it helps a lot. Can't even use our MWD. Let's go and lock this thing up. Return drones. And use our tractor beam to get this close to us. There we go, good. Alright, let's see what we get here. Harvest Overseer wreck. Boop, 33 million. Okay. We got Dark Blood Kinetic Module. Ooh, pretty sweet. Gila Deathglow Hunters. Ooh. Got some basic Overseers. Oh, that's nice to see. I wonder if we can get the 23rd Overseers. Probably in this like low-sec variants of these sites that will give even more loot. But anyway, that's a bit of Crimson Harvest for me. I really want to try different fits for doing this, actually. Some passive fits, maybe some other ships, maybe even some Marauder action as well. I've never used a Marauder in a live event, so it will be a first thing. Or actually I have, but I've never used a Marauder after the buffs in a live event. So it'll be fun to see how that turns out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.